Hey y'all,
Hi.
welcome back to Knitting in Our Jeans.
Yeah.
I'm Elizabeth,
I'm Carolyn.
and you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Toolizzforyou, Toolizzforyou.
And I'm cpredmor on Ravelry. On Instagram, I'm usually the one who's posting as Knitting in Our Jeans. Sometimes I remember the -C and sometimes not. But that's the way it goes. And hello everybody, welcome back. Those who've watched us before, welcome to anybody who's watching us for the first time. We do appreciate it. And what do you have to say? I do want to get up and show my blocked amber leafy cardigan.
Okay.
Let's do this. So I have the cowl neck. Have my buttons. Love those buttons. It's a very it has a lot of ease.
It's an
I
A-line.
do believe the sleeves have grown to some extent, and they're a decent size now. I don't know that the body has grown all that much.
But it might with gravity.
It might with gravity. I made a size small, and I'm glad I didn't make anything bigger. But the pattern was very true to the amount of ease that it said it was going to have. So this ended up being exactly what I thought it would be, which, you know, is always comforting when you're knitting a pattern. I'm going to take it off so I don't die of heat stroke up here.
Good idea.
Yes. What are you working on?
I am coming to the end of the row, so I will hopefully be able to show you more easily.
Okay.
I'm working diligently on the Lavagna Petrocelli baby blanket test knit that I am doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's due in 2 weeks for the test knit, but it's due for the baby shower on Friday.
This Friday?
Yes.
What time is the baby shower?
3:30.
Oh, well, that's going to be kind of tight with the other thing, isn't it?
Nah.
We're talking about night with Loop. Is that it?
I think so.
Yes. This weekend, Loop from London is going to be down in Greenwich Village.
At the Mayak pop-up space.
Right. Which is at
the Here Now space.
A Tibetan space?
I believe so.
Tibetan Embassy. Anyway, it's 132 Perry Street, and you had to have tickets. So we're going to be down there Friday night and then Sunday afternoon, because they're doing a knit night on Sunday afternoon. I'm not quite sure what we're doing on Friday night. Is that a discussion?
I don't remember. I think it's a pop-up shop. I think it's a...
Oh, that's right. I think we can buy things from Loop. And since I've never been to Loop in London, despite having been in London, I think at least 3 times, maybe 4 times, I've never been to Loop. Of course.
I've been once.
Yes.
I went when I went to visit Janine.
You know, I think the last time I was in London was definitely a business trip. There was a conference, and I was with 2 other women, and they went to see the Harry Potter tour, so I didn't get to Loop. You know, when you're traveling with 2 other people and their business colleagues, we tended to stay kind of in and around where we were, and the conference had a lot of things to do. So we were at the conference, I think Friday and Saturday, and then flew home on Sunday. So it was a quick trip. Yeah. So I didn't get to Loop. So
this
go ahead.
Is the blanket. It's 4 colors. So it's the main color, which is the variegated gray, and then the 3 other colors, which is the yellow, the teal, and the navy blue. So it is
and it looks plaid.
Blocks of brioche and blocks of garter, and you switch each color section, which is your dominant color, or your, forward color.
Is that the one you hold in your right hand?
Reversible. No, it's the one that you do the knits, the brioche knits with.
Okay.
Excuse me. And so I'm hoping to have this done. I'm hoping to get through to at least the teal section tonight. To get to the next teal section.
So that we finished the navy blue.
I finished the navy blue. I've started the yellow.
Oh, okay.
So I've started the yellow. We're back down here because we have 6 sections. I need 12 sections. So I'm down here.
Okay.
And I'm hoping to get up through hopefully halfway.
Okay.
And then tomorrow.
You can do it.
I'm hoping to get as much done tonight as I possibly can. And
we're
then,
going to a dinner. Not she and I, but my husband and I are going to a dinner. So the fact
I'm
that
going to
she
go
won't
home
be
and Netflix.
she's not going to be listening to us. Oh, by the way, I have been watching Green Eggs and Ham on Netflix because it was written up in the newspaper about an adaptation that someone had made of the Dr. Seuss book, Green Eggs and Ham. And I've used Green Eggs and Hams in class to talk about generalization and specificity in research. And generalization is, I will eat green eggs and ham here, I'll eat it there, I'll eat it with a fox, I'll eat it in a box, I'll eat it anywhere. That's generalization. So I was getting quite a kick out of the fact that they had made a digital
Animated
series out of this. And it's on Netflix. I think the whole series is done.
Yeah.
It goes for, I think, 13 shows.
Something like that.
And I've been loving it. It's very cute. It has a lot of adult references.
Yes.
So that I'm not... Yes, it is a cartoon, and little kids would enjoy it too. But there's these little references that if you know the literature or know the history, you're going to get a kick out of it too. So I'm on, I think, episode 9 out of 13, and I will watch the rest of this. It's been great. We fell asleep last night watching an interior design show that I don't think we really particularly cared for.
I don't think we do either.
It's one where there are teams of 2 people.
Yeah.
And there seemed to be like 20 of them. And there were a lot of them.
It's a very interesting concept. Apparently it's a series, it's a concept that has been going on for a little bit in
Kuala Lumpur?
It's set in Kuala Lumpur, and they are given a home to redecorate one room at a time, and each room is another challenge, and Mother and I are just having a little bit of difficulty because the way it's shot is very different. And
very helter-skelter?
Yeah. So
you don't see
it's called The Apartment.
Yeah. You don't see them developing their ideas. They're just floating all, and because there's so many teams at the moment, they're really going blah, 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 all over the place. And they're given a very short amount of time to do these renovations instead of 3 days to really do something with it. Last night I fell asleep with the bathroom where they had 12 hours to redo a bathroom. And I'm sorry, but you can't put in a new bathtub and a new shower and do retiling in, as far as I know, in that short a period of time. And so I'll go back and watch it just to see what they do because I'm always interested in home redesign. Which is why I didn't get that much knitting done this week. I'm trying to finish binding off in my lap here. I got a bee in my bonnet, and after having watched some of these home design shows, I decided that the corner that the television was in needed to be a darker color than it was. It was a very light teal. And so I went to the paint store. Well, first I went online and to Benjamin Moore, and I looked at several of their darker colors. I went to the paint store, got the paint chips, and came back, and my husband went, "What? You want to do what?" So I did get into one shade darker in the teal family, as is on one wall. As it is, we've got a couple colors in the living room that go around, and it's supposed to look like waves. I had a good time. Anyway, that corner is now slightly darker. I think it looks better.
It does. I think a charcoal would have been lovely.
Yes, well, we did.
My father is stuck in the 70s.
So then I also got a color for the kitchen called Barely Teal. I mean, it's just a whisper of teal that when you're painting it, I honestly sometimes can't see where I've painted. It's so light. It
is not that light.
When it dries.
Okay, because I'm just saying,
But when it's being painted, it's really hard. So, and that's going, I think that looks good.
It does.
So the kitchen had not had any color at all. It had been primed but not painted. And it takes us a while to get an idea of what to do. And then, having done this, I decided that the sofa needed to be recovered. So I went out to a store around here called Fabric Mill, and they're out on Route 110. They used to have all kinds of fabric, what they call fashion fabric, They stopped having fashion fabric, I think, about 10 years ago.
I guess when they moved.
Yeah, when they moved, because they used to be in Carl. At one point, they used to be in Carl Place. Before that, I think they were out. They were also out on Route 110 with their fashion fabric. For a while in Carl Place, and now back at on LIE at one of the access road sides, the south side. Anyway, I went out there. I walked in with an idea of what I wanted, which was a teal tweed type of thing. And the second piece of fabric that I looked at, I said, well, I really like that. So I went and then spoke to one of their salespeople, and we figured out that when I needed to go home and take pictures of the sofa so that they could estimate how much time this would take, because they don't work with measurements anymore. They work with pictures. At least they did with this thing. So I came home, told my husband what I was about to do. He said, yeah, that's a good idea. Went back out there with the pictures. They went, oh my goodness, it's mid-century modern. Oh my goodness. You know, it was my mother-in-law's. Yeah, mid-century modern, 1956. I'm sure it was bought the year that they built this house because they needed something in the living room. So 1956, mid-century modern. It's in great shape. And we figured out it needed 50 yards for all the pieces. And how soon it can be done. But everybody who saw it is just going, oh my goodness, mid-century modern. So who knew that we'd be back in furniture fashion by living with my mother-in-law's furniture. Anyway, the bolt in the store ended up having something like 52 yards. We just made it. They came yesterday, Saturday, to pick up the sofa. So now we have a living room that is sofa-less. We went to church today hoping to get one or two of the armed chairs that we had donated to the church for the church fair last week.
Because they had been telling us that they probably wouldn't sell.
Right.
They probably won't sell.
There's probably no one who's interested in them.
Probably no one. Because they came from Dad's
office, waiting room. So they weren't new by any means.
No.
We get there. They've been sold. All four with arms have been sold. So there are two that were without arms, but they're not all that comfortable to sit in. The ones with arms were pretty comfortable to sit in. So much for that idea. Then yesterday we also decided to check out mattresses. Okay.
So we have been talking about getting a mattress for my room for a while.
Well, and I looked at something. What is it? Leaf and Loom?
Loom Leaf.
Loom and Leaf.
And we had looked at it. It was fine, but I was sleeping on the couch. It was fine. We were working it through.
Which is why we want to keep the couch. It's a very comfortable
couch. So, with the couch gone,
this is a problem.
This is a problem because the mattress in my bedroom hurts to sleep on. So
it has a spring loose.
It does. It really does. But it's also rock hard. It is.
It's just not comfortable. I won't sleep on it. I wouldn't sleep on it.
So we went and looked at...
And I had done some research.
Yes. Mom had done some research. I had done some research.
There were articles that said this Loom and Leaf brand was really spectacular. And then you had some brands.
I had looked up some, and Leesa, Leesa, is also very well rated. And so is Tuft and Needle. And Tuft and Needle just came out with a new mattress called the Mint. And so...
We ended up first at...
to Lowe's because they had said on the website that Tuft and Needle was sold at Lowe's. They didn't have the Mint.
Every mattress is now sold in a box. Even that...
The hybrid was too, yeah.
The Beauty Rest or whatever it was. Serta. A Serta. So 8 inches of springs and 3 inches of foam was in a box. Not out on the floor. I was amazed. Anyway.
So... we didn't get to try the mattresses at Lowe's, and
they didn't have a size full anyway.
Yeah, they didn't have full size, and they also didn't have the Mint, which is the type of mattress we were looking for because it is better for all types of people to sleep on.
Right. So we didn't have the sample there to decide ourselves.
And when we looked up the original Lumen Leaf, or not Lumen Leaf, the original Tuft and Needle, it
didn't rate as well.
Yeah, didn't rate as well as the Mint for all different sizes of people.
But I will say that the people at Lowe's said that, and we were there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. If we ordered it then, we could have it by that evening. Which was really good, service. We decided we didn't want to get that tuft and needle.
Right, because my bedroom would be also the guest room if we had other guests besides myself.
Right.
So...
Then we went to Macy's.
We then went to Macy's because it was close, and they have the Lisa and the Lumen Leaf.
Right.
The Lisas that they had on the floor were the medium firms. They were very squishy.
Very squishy.
Even if you laid down on, they were just too squishy. So we were
not impressed.
We laid down, we're not impressed, got up. We checked out the Lumen Leaf.
We like that.
The firm Lumen Leaf is very nice.
Yes.
It is quite firm. And I think if my father was looking for a new mattress, that would be a contender.
Certainly a consideration.
A contender.
Yes.
So, however, we were still kind of hesitant because, as Mom said, she's been doing a lot of home redecorating things, which can add up.
Yes.
And so we were being cognizant of price. And the Mint is about half as much as the Lumen Leaf. So we found out.
And rated as well.
Yes. So, but, yeah, rated just as well. So we found out that the Mint is at the Crate and Barrel over by my hometown.
Yes, in Manhasset.
So
at the Americana
we
Mall.
Called them. We asked if they have one that we can lay on. They did. So we went over there. We sat on it. It is deceptive.
Yes, it seems very squishy if you sit on the side.
If you sit on the edge, it's a little squishy. But if you lay down, it's...
Suddenly, squishy's gone.
Yeah. So that was very lovely. So we came home. We discussed it with Dad, who tried to tell me that we should rotate and flip the mattress again.
We said no.
Been
there, done that. It's not going to help.
We're not doing it again.
This mattress is so old. I can't tell you how old it is. It easily could be
the original mattress from that bed when I was little.
Oh, I'm thinking it could be older than that. It could be 50 years old. Or it could be 42 years old.
Yeah. No. We ain't keeping that mattress.
No.
Mattresses are not supposed to last that long.
No. It gave its all.
It really did.
So this morning
then, we went over and got a mattress.
Yes.
We have now stripped the bed, removed the previous mattress from the bed, and we are now awaiting delivery of said mattress, which should come in 6 to 8 business days.
Yes, minimum. It could come in as little as 3.
Yes.
So we have no idea. It's coming by FedEx. But now the room is fairly cleared, so when I open the box and get the mattress out, as it starts puffing up, I can just throw it on the bed.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I'm going to wash the sheets.
And it says it has little to no outgassing, but you can always open up the windows in there.
Oh, absolutely.
And close the door.
Well, considering I'm going to be painting, because I had been painting with the little sample cans that you can get for $6.95. Well, which is great.
Yeah.
So that you can check the color. But I usually use the Natura paint, which has almost no smell. So instead I went and bought a quart of the kitchen paint and a quart of the living room paint. And I'm going to be doing the second coat in the living room with the Natura paint and finish the first coat in the kitchen because Richard did some spackling. And then do another whole second coat in the kitchen with the Natura paint. And I'll have windows open then too. So I'm thinking to doing that Monday afternoon. I have to check the weather if it's as long as
it's supposed to snow on Tuesday, so
snow on Tuesday. So Monday would be good.
Monday might be good.
Snow on Tuesday.
Or it's what it was saying. I don't know if it's still saying that. Let's see. Yes, we still have a snowflake for Tuesday.
A snowflake.
See a snowflake on Tuesday.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Such fun.
Yay, climate change.
So we were at a knitting-ish birthday party yesterday.
Yes.
So we brought gifts of yarn. And was it last week we had a birthday party?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, we had a birthday party. What did we do last week?
Last week was the fair and Stephanie. We went over and hung out with Stephanie after we...
So anyway, the birthday that we went to previously was knitting, but she's got a new spinning wheel.
The Nano.
Yes, the Nano. Like you have.
Yes.
And we had gotten a bump from
Loop.
From Loop, but the U.S. Loop.
The Philly Loop.
The Philly Loop. And she sent us a very nice note and said, we should say on the podcast that she loves it.
She loves it.
So it was not quite as colorful as the first bump I put my hands on. But
it was still quite colorful.
It was still quite colorful, yes. It wasn't neon.
No.
All through. So I'm glad she really likes it. I'm really pleased.
Yep.
Yes. So now I have managed to finish casting off the bottom. Remember last week where I said I wanted to make 4 baby sweaters? Well, I did make 1. So we have 1 baby vertebrae done. This is for a baby, and this is blocked. Isn't it so soft?
It is very soft.
I love it. So this yarn is, it said it could be machine washed, so I did. I put it in on delicate and machine washed it. I didn't dry it in the dryer, which I probably should have, to be fully
prepped and ready.
Right, but so I just laid it out and blocked it, but it is scrumptiously soft.
Yeah.
And so now I have finished the body of my second one. And this is for a baby in November.
Yes.
So, and I have just picked up the arms. So I have to do,
I think it's
17 centimeters. So I think it's like 4 inches on this arm. Then I pick up this arm. I actually could finish arms tonight. I've done that much in one night. And then what you do is you pick up along this edge, around the neck, and down the other edge. And you do a ribbing of about an inch, inch and a half. So this one could be done by, as I watch the snowfall on Tuesday, I could finish this. And then I've got a couple choices. We can't find our scale at the moment. We've done a lot of furniture moving. And it may be down on the dining room table under something.
Probably.
Which is where it probably is. But so what I can do is I can weigh this sweater. And then I can see whether this will be enough or this will be enough. I think this one will be enough. So this would be my next sweater that I make. So this is November. That's January. This will be another January baby, another baby vertebrae. And then we will start this one.
Which is the piecework sweater. And that's for the knee sling.
Right. So this one will be done in a couple days. This one should be done by the end of the week. And then I can start working on my niece's baby sweater. So that'll be good. And I've been not working on anything else. So I haven't done anything on my Mika and make along?
Yeah.
Make along for my tunic for Vogue. Although that is spurring me on. Not only are the babies arriving, which is a spur, but I want to get to my own tunic.
Yeah.
I am somewhat of a selfish knitter, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't make sweaters for my husband. He gets too hot. And he says that he would be way too hot in a wool sweater. So, fine. I'm not doing that.
He also has arms longer than me.
Well, yeah, but I would still knit for him.
I know if he would
wear them, but he doesn't wear them.
And he doesn't wear vests.
And he doesn't wear vests. He doesn't wear gloves, except for his leather gloves. He has a special kind of leather glove that he wants to wear.
And he has one hat that I made him.
Right.
Which he loses every year because he doesn't remember which pocket he left it in which coat. So typically, in around December, we hear
Elizabeth.
Oh, I found it.
Yeah.
That hat. But yeah.
Yes.
So.
You are long-suffering.
I am long-suffering. with that man.
So yeah, so that's the reason that I didn't finish the sweater this week. I have been doing a lot of home decoration. I'm very happy, very excited about the fabric that the sofa will be made up in. It was just perfect. I walked in with a particular idea, and lo and behold, there was this fabric.
Good.
Of course, I lost the sample because I believe I left it on the salesperson's desk. I was in such a flutter when I left because we had to pick up and we had to go over to the front desk to pay for this whole thing. And at that point, in the gathering up of everything, the sample got left. But the sample had already been here once because I do have a picture of the sample on the sofa before the sofa decamped. So I'm pretty excited. It's going to be recovered exactly the way it was. So we'll be good. And we should have it back before New Year's, which was a concern of ours since we generally have a New Year's Eve party. And I'll be calling people to invite them shortly after this. So it'll be great.
Yeah.
All right. So what else,
So
dearest?
I've also been working on... Hold on. Let me get to a good spot to...
Have you bought
pause.
anything?
Possibly, but it hasn't shown up yet.
And then we will probably be buying things.
Possibly.
Oh, we were at Crate and Barrel today.
Yes.
Back to buying that mattress. And I saw in the Crate and Barrel book, they are highlighting accent pillows on your sofa that are knitted and like super chunky. So I have some pillows downstairs that could be recovered. And I'm thinking that when I see some super chunky and some charcoal, that could be a couple of pillow covers. I can't wait. Very nice.
So I am almost at the halfway mark of the Niesling's blanket. This might not get done before Niesling arrives. I also haven't heard back from my cousin about getting lunch or brunch with her before Niesling's arrival. So I need to get back in touch with her and be like, hey, you want to do this or no?
Is it the thing?
So I'm trying to get the brioche one done because that has a baby shower on the 15th.
Right.
So I need to get that one done. And then I know last week I said I was going to do the epaulets as my on the subway knitting. No, they're not subway knitting. They're not. They are a bit more fiddly than that.
Oh, I see.
The picking up to create the welt is more fiddly than that. But I have gotten this much done. Typically, or the last few nights this week when I've finished a color block, I would pick up and do a welt on this. I've already helped the designer figure out a better way to state the instructions for it just by knitting half of one. So that's really nice to know. But I'm hoping that once I get this blanket done and the other blanket done, I can get these done and then the full sweater started.
Okay.
I also want to cast on my sweater for Shameka's knit along. This would be the first color. It's going to be the Nebbia, which is a kind of boxy sweater with some stripes. It's actually really lovely. I'm a big fan of it. Let me see if I can pull it up quickly. Probably not all that quickly.
She's going into her queue.
And it's right here. So
it is boxy.
So I'm going to knit the smallest size. It's very boxy. It's going to be in this lilac, a deep purple, and a navy blue.
That'll be great.
Yeah. So I have that. I also have a shawl I need to knit for a swap.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that a Nerd Girl swap?
It is a Nerd Girl swap. So
when is that due?
That is due, I believe, first week of December.
Oh, well, you've got scats of time.
I do. I have all of the time. So I think first things first, I am trying to get this blanket done as soon as possible. But it's not slow, but it's also not very quick. due to the brioche.
Right.
But also due to the brioche, it is faster than I would think it would be. Just because it gives me something to...
Oh, so each square you're doing twice. You're doing a 1-pass or 2-pass brioche?
2-pass brioche.
Okay.
So it's 2-pass brioche. So because it's 2 colors, or well, yeah, it'd be 2-pass anyway. So it's 2 colors, and so each row is 2 passes, which, you know,
it is what it is.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to get it done. I've been carrying it in my backpack with me all over the place, but now that we've reached the halfway point, it's getting a little bit bigger, so we'll see. I'm going to probably try to bring it to the office on Monday, and we'll see how well that works on the commute. On Friday, I had begun to start sticking the end of it in my pocket in order to just have less weight hanging.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping that I can get this done in time. I think I can. The fact that I absolutely crashed last night and then also crashed this afternoon.
Well,
not super helpful, but
we both crashed this afternoon.
It happens.
We came back after buying the mattress, ate lunch, and next thing I know, I was ready to put my head on the kitchen table. It was just all of a sudden hit me. So I stripped the mattress, which I thought was helpful.
Yes.
Because I actually thought my husband might take the mattress downstairs while I slept. No. That didn't happen. So I stripped the mattress, then I got in bed, and I fell asleep for about an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But then I woke up, and then she and I got the mattress downstairs. So we are all set. Definitely all set. I'm excited about Loop. This should be fun. Hopefully it won't be too cold. Yeah.
Hopefully.
And since I've never been, I can't wait to see what they brought over with them.
Yeah.
So that'll be great.
Yeah.
Not like I've dealt with all the sweater quantities I've bought in the recent couple weeks.
No, not at all.
But I certainly can be looking for Chunky. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at Chunky right here. This came in a Rowan. This is Rowan Cocoon.
That could work.
This could work. What happens if you get a Rowan membership, which means you get the 2 Rowan pattern books per year? They send you a gift pack. I got 2 Chunky.
2 skeins of Rowan Cocoon.
Right. And there is 126 yards in each. I could make at least one pillow cover.
Probably.
With this. I think I'll be looking up in Ravelry.
Pillow covers.
This is 80% wool and 20% mohair. And for putting your head on,
not half bad.
That would be good. I might wash it first. What is the washability of this? I can't tell.
Looks like it's hand wash.
Looks like it's hand wash. Well, it might go in my washer on the hand wash cycle. That works for me.
You can also put a zipper in or buttons on it, and so it can be just a slip cover over the pillows we have.
Well, yes.
So you can do it after you knit it.
That was my idea. In fact, what I was thinking of doing is knitting like a scarf and then flipping it over so there's an overlap. And so you can just open it like that, slip the pillow in, and, so the edges are... I'll show you when I get it done. So, I have yarn here.
You have some yarn?
I have some yarn here. And I would like to get a charcoal, because I think maybe that and a charcoal stripe would be pretty.
I think, so. That, and then some charcoal, and then maybe a yellow one.
Mm-hmm. Because, as we said, it's tweed.
Yeah.
So, we don't need any more teal.
No.
But... No. We had a third discussion yesterday about whether teal was a warm blue or a cool blue. And what happened here?
It's both.
It's both.
It's both.
Yeah. So it's pretty exciting when we're both right.
I'm real tempted to find yarn and make you a stag head pillow now. Just for giggles.
That would be fun.
I know. I'm trying to decide if that should be the yellow one or not.
Ah, okay. That'd be really cool. Anything else,
Dad would
dear?
lose his mind.
Well, he would.
It'd be great.
That would be worth it.
I know. Well, I did receive one of my advent calendars today, or this week. I received the Katrinkles one. I have not opened it because I am trying to be good.
Well, the only things I opened in mine were the things that weren't dated.
Yes.
Let's be fair.
So I am. That is so on my.
That's a wooden one.
Katrinkles. It's notions.
Right.
Yes.
Made out of wood usually.
Usually, I think there might be some that are like lucite or something. So we'll see. I'm very intrigued by it. I'm very excited about that. I also ordered a vegan yarns one. It's like a cotton silk blend or something like that. So
Vegan Yarns.
Vegan Yarns is the company. Advent calendar.
Thank you.
And I got the shipping notice for that, but I didn't get the follow-up with the tracking number, so we'll see when that shows up. And I'm still awaiting the Earl Grey one.
Which is the one we both got.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think. I did order some yarn from, I have it right here.
Okay.
From Pandia's Jewels to make, to finish out a color set that I was looking at for a sweater.
Okay.
So that should be at my door when I get home, probably today.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard about the Earl Grey, and we know Asylum was talking about her advent calendar at the party, but we have not heard anything else.
Right. I think she's
working on it.
I think she's actively working on it.
Yeah, that's fine. And I got a backpack. What was it? A Canuck backpack that I got?
The Fracking Kacken?
Yeah, the Fracking Kacken backpack that I've been started using as my purse. I actually like it. So as a pattern for what we're going to do with the leather, it's not bad. There's also there's a travel purse that is actually perfect. So we'll have to see how we can modify what the patterns that we have. Which I think are better for sewing the leather because they're pretty much straight stitching. And then see how we're going to manipulate the inside to give all these pockets that I find so helpful.
Yes.
But I do find that this one has one more pocket than the Coach bag that I had. The Coach backpack. That Coach backpack, it's easily 20 years old.
But it's amazing.
Easily. It's amazing, and if it had one more pocket in it,
it'd be perfect.
It would be perfect. Obviously, it's not perfect because it doesn't have that one more pocket. This one's pretty good. And then there's the Phystres. Now, I understand that the knitting place in Port Washington sells the Phystre backpacks, which are knitting backpacks.
Phystres.
Yes. Blister maybe?
Is it the one by Jimmy Bean Wool?
No, it's one that's, I don't know whether it's by Jimmy Bean Wool. It's made actually in Sweden or Norway or Finland or something. And if you go to their website, Plystre.
Plye.
Plystre. So anyway, I heard last night that the knitting store actually has some of these backpacks. And because when you go to the website, they're also sold out. Oh, now we're not getting anything. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, and they can hold 2 skeins of yarn separate. So for 2-color knitting, it's nice, or sock knitting, or stuff like that. Babel's Travel Yarn. Grace had gotten one and just loves it. So I was looking at that. I'm not sure whether I'll get up to the knitting place or not. I had to get there without your dad. We could also see if Loop has them.
You could.
That'll be interesting. Yeah, so that's about, I think, all I've got. I've got yarn, more yarn piled up on this desk. It needs to be put away. I get them out. I see things for ideas.
You should just use your Q on Ravelry more. And so once you pick it out and you put it all together, you then...
In a bag.
You put it in a bag, and then you...
Transfer it over
Put
there.
it into the Q on Ravelry, and you actually use the Q on Ravelry, which we know actually doesn't work for you, but you know.
Right. I use it for saving interesting patterns. Because otherwise I can't find them again.
Even if she favorites them, don't try. I've tried.
I don't know what happens. They're gone like the scale. The scale will turn up.
Yes.
Yes. So I think we've had a very eventful week. I mean, it didn't seem to take much time to talk about it, but we had a very eventful week in terms of getting, I had in terms of home decoration and buying things. So now it's just a matter of finishing the painting and then waiting for the sofa and the mattress to show up. We'll be in high clover.
Oh gosh, it'll be so exciting.
Yes. Yes.
So exciting. Yeah, so I'm just over here trying to get this blanket done. But other than that, I think...
And you have your Andrea Mowry Shifty on.
I have my Shifty on. I really like it. It's really comfortable.
And the colors are great, and you didn't think you were going to like them.
I know. It's just, it feels very pale to me.
Really?
I was worried it would wash me out.
I don't know. I see these things in maroon, and I think it looks very nice.
I mean, I don't disagree with you. I love it. Oh my goodness. Before I came over yesterday, I put all of my sweaters in my drawers. I need to figure out, like, space bags or something to store them, because I need more space.
Okay, so look, I believe Amazon has space bags.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to get, like the travel size space bags, and I put, like, each sweater in one, or if
That's
I put, like,
a good idea.
2 or 3 in one, or...
Individual ones make it easier
to see
and to get them out on a daily basis if you're using them.
Yeah, well, I was going to see if I could take, like, 2 or 3 of your challah-sized Ziploc bags, because those might work, too.
They might.
Which would be easier, because then I would only have to get the squish 'em bags for, like, my color work, the big chunky color work, or any of my chunky sweaters.
All right.
I also should probably just start, I need to do a Marie Kondo of my stuff, but that's not for now.
I've rearranged 2/3, 3/4 of my chest of drawers. I could do something with one of the other drawers. The last drawer is travel clothes, so they are as they are, you know. So there's one more drawer that could be rearranged, but other than that, I've kind of worked through my space.
Well, it was funny because I realized all of my sweaters were out in my room and not in my drawers, because I opened the drawers and they're like, beep, 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 like the little animation of a little, like, dust bunny coming out. And I was like, I should probably use the drawers the way they are meant to be used.
That's probably a good idea. So, and I have something that was store-bought from either Ann Taylor or Talbot's, one of the two. And I've got spangles on it. So that's what I'm wearing to dinner tonight. Yeah. Should be good.
Well, we should get going so that you can get to dinner.
That's right. All right. So we'll see you next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.